You're late.
Hey everybody, welcome to The Night Crew, episode
7.
Today we're talking about the Dipple Shit List, as we mentioned in our previous one. We have a special guest here. Drum roll. Josh.
What's up?
Yeah. This is the third member of the Dipple Shit List boys.
Yeah, so that was our previous job, but now we've inched our way out, and now we've declared that it's time to put it off the trip dip and start something new, because that shit wasn't working, but I guess we'll get to that.
It's not that it just kind of stopped because we saw a movie that just kind of broke our spirits.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about that one later.
We'll fucking get to that one, yeah.
Right now, we'll just give a little insight on how we met our good buddy here, Josh.
That's me.
I think y'all's story is a little bit more interesting, or something. I remember you saying.
Yeah, well, I never met Josh in high school, going back to high school.
Well, I never met either of you in high school, really.
Okay, then it's just about as interesting.
Alright, guys. We never met Josh. This is the first time. He needed a place to stay. We found him on Craigslist.
My name's not even Josh, it's Brian, by the way.
Oh, man.
It's Brian.
The cat's out of the bag. Anyways, so I met Josh in after high school through our other friend Mark, who would constantly say, hey, let's start this band. And I was like, I don't want to play that kind of style.
Right.
What about this? I don't want to play that kind of style.
Right.
Until we agreed on a genre, and then he was friends with Josh, who they were in a project together. And then he brought Josh over. I play drums. Josh plays guitar. And we just clicked really well.
Surprisingly well.
And then we started our band. And then we just kind of been hanging out ever since.
Now we've retired and we do this.
Yeah. So those were the glory days.
Shit, yeah. I don't know if you want to go into it, but your whole history with the band I thought was pretty interesting. I don't know if we can talk about that or if you...
Wait, what history?
Well, it'd be completely off topic, but I mean,
yeah.
I could bring it up if you want.
Okay.
Wait, with our band or Mark's?
Well, really,
both,
how our band kind of just started because of what happened.
I feel like the whole controversy between your first band. Now, I don't know if the documentary's out yet or if you guys are still working on that.
Yeah.
I just finished my last interview.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah. How exciting. I can't wait for that to come out.
Yeah.
But
It's going to be a roller coaster of emotions.
So just a lot of creative differences in your first band, right?
Yeah, it was more about also creative control, really. Our drummer and the bassist would both come up with an idea together, then get the new guy, which was a different guitar player, on with, and since he was new, he kind of felt like he should just be okay with everything.
Just to say, I want to fit in,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be an asshole and say no or something, right?
Yeah,
That
basically. And so they would get him on board and then bring it up to Marcus and I and be like, okay, well, it's a band majority vote, so we're doing this whether you guys like it or not.
You're outvoted.
Yeah, and so
You could say that they pulled rank
and stamped
it in.
Shut the fuck up.
That was our old
We'll
slogan
get to
on.
that.
Okay. Oh yeah. I was trying to make a segue.
Okay. No. Okay. Yeah.
I thought that was a
then.
good segue, but you kind of.
Well, I'm
you kinda
glad I
shut-
ruined
you
it
kinda
because
shut all
that
over it,
is fucking hate that.
Anyways.
Anyway, that ended up in Mark quitting, and then eventually me, since I still hung out with Marcus, and then he just brought me over to Jacob.
Yeah. That's that kind of went down. And then,
Which is funny because we made our first 2 songs when I was still with them, and they were getting mad saying I was contributing
more time.
Yeah, with what we were doing, but I was like, well, that's because you guys literally shoot down every fucking thing I bring up.
Yeah, and now I shoot down everything Josh brings up.
Yeah,
And
so I'm back in the same hell.
The cycle continues.
If there's any drummers out there, please take me.
Please take me. Please. You better shut up. You better shut up. Oh god damn. You're lucky we're on air right now.
I don't like being here.
He beats me.
You're lucky Nick's here. Anyways, so yeah, that's how we started talking, and then me and Nick, good pals, always hanging around until Josh, I just said, hey, let's hang out with my my buddy Josh.
Yeah.
And
the very first thing we did when we hung out, Dicks and Dongs.
Oh, was that the very first time?
Yeah, that was the very first
thing
time
we did.
In this room?
In this
fucking
room.
I mean, break room?
Yeah, in this
This break room?
way to sell it, buddy.
In this studio.
In the studio? Man, yeah. That. What was your first impression of us?
I was like, these guys are fucking chill. We're able to do dumb shit like this.
Oh.
Yeah. These guys and their dumb shit.
Dumb
I
shit.
can see me
They can
hanging out
chill.
with these guys.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. Let's just call it Dicks and Dongs instead.
Yeah, which I think I told that story with when we were talking about how we met Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then he brought over Josh, and then we just hung out after that and kept hanging out.
It was funny with Mark. Mark would always hang out with us. He would always try to be cool. He even tried to dress like me at some point.
That was
I always
weird.
wanted your jeans.
You always
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
your dick. Let's cut right to it.
Okay, well, I was gonna mention that. but
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not sure
that's
anyone
all-
that doesn't
that's all right.
want it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, one day I was like, you know what? Fuck Mark. Why don't we hang out with Josh? Because
Yeah.
Josh would always, or Mark would just bring Josh along, and I was like, why not?
How do we get rid of
How do we?
Which is the funny thing, because like Mark definitely made this happen, yet he never really wants to chill half the time.
Oh, he's always like,
Or
he's
either that
off
or
and
busy.
on. He's off and on, yeah.
Off and
Well,
on.
it's weird because like at first, like he would always, all the time, want to hang out with us.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah.
would always like go out of his way to try to chill with us.
Yeah.
They go pick me up from downtown.
Yeah,
Come on, I'll just ride the bus.
Shit like that, yeah. That was
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. Sometimes he calls me like 4 in the morning and just that heavy breathing, which is weird.
Hey, what are you doing right now?
I wasn't sure what that was about, but yeah. So I don't know. And then me and Josh bonded over Metal Gear. Long story short, I think
Oh yeah, that was a
kind
good
of
segue
gateway.
from
That was
his
definitely-
text tone. Even though I said to put your phone on vibrate.
You know what? I
nobody
could have sworn I
listens.
did, but you know what? Snake probably just did it.
It was
Yeah.
good because that's how I think that's the gateway between you and I, like talking a lot.
Definitely, I think that was definitely the first thing I noticed. Like when I walked in your room the first time, just like I saw the collector's edition on your desk, I was like, "What?"
Oh, shit,
I never
yeah,
knew
yeah.
or actually met anyone that played that game.
Yeah, the Legacy edition.
Yeah, and then y'all wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. Like,
Oh
this
yeah,
went on
till
and
this
on.
day we talk about
Yeah,
it.
I mean, we could just go on about Phantom Pain, how much of a
Oh yeah.
I guess we're not talking about
Yeah,
our
okay,
triple double
okay.
shit list.
Let's-
This is now the Metal Gear podcast.
All right, we'll save that for a different
I'm just
episode.
gonna leave.
but Trip Dip podcast.
Bum bum, bam, wow.
We never did an
In a
intro.
world where
bad
no,
movies
shut-
reign.
we never did like an intro for that. It was just
Yeah.
I felt like
It
we
would always
tried
be
to.
you being like,
Boom, boom.
Wait, no, it was like the first
Yeah.
time.
Hello!
That-
I remember that one
Yeah.
specifically.
oh man, yeah.
Oh, I just needed to have like an intro.
No, you would do it all the time, and me and Josh would be like,
No, this is with you. Hi guys, welcome to Trip. Boring.
"What's wrong with
He's got you
the
there.
dressing the people and just saying hi?" That's how you lure them in, and then
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, and then you fuck 'em.
Venom over.
Write that down, kids. Anyways,
How to pick up a girl 101.
you lure them in and fuck.
Hello! Step 2. Fuck them.
Man, we should get off the raping the fucking because our last podcast was plenty of that.
What? Anyways, yeah. So, all right, get into the triple double shit list.
In case you didn't already know, it's about watching bad movies that
Yeah.
are so bad they're good.
What qualifies as a bad movie?
Yeah, that's a good question. I wanted to start it off that way. What everyone thinks makes a movie so bad that it's good, and then how to tell the difference between people who like try, because I don't think you can make a good bad movie on purpose. I think there's like a certain like genuine aspect to it, from like trying to make something with like a sense of integrity and just kind of falling,
Dropping the ball.
yeah,
job.
falling right on your face, and in the process, no one telling you.
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you still
and-
put it out,
Yeah.
God willingly.
I think what helps qualify that is that majority of people that instantly go in thinking something amazing and then they're just left completely disappointed.
Yeah, yeah. But the perfect example is The Room and Sharknado, where
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Room is like this. You know,
Where Asylum's like an interesting topic. Like that's definitely
Tryhards.
yeah, people who definitely wanna just kind of
Make bad movies on purpose.
yeah, I guess
it's like a
yeah.
marketing campaign. more
Yeah,
than
exactly.
an
That's what I was
actual
looking for.
movie.
Like more of a business aspect to it than a genuine.
Yeah, because somewhere down the line, like, like it became like a thing for a group of friends. Who like, let's purposely watch this bad movie.
Yeah, well, people have been doing it all the time. It's just like hard to find.
Honestly, it was never a known thing for me until like I really started hanging out with you guys.
Yeah. Well, none of it's been really popularized in like in
actually-
a few years.
Only a handful. Like,
Actually, I mean, there's an episode of Community where it's a thing. Like,
Oh, really?
They do that. They're like, you guys want to watch this bad movie? Like, in my
okay.
dorm room tonight. That's
yeah,
it.
but I think it started because of like movies like The Room that just gained such a big cult following.
Yeah.
The Room, Troll 2, you know, like those are just two big ones right there.
And now
Food
there's this
fight.
spew. Yeah, there's a spew of shit that's
Yeah,
come out.
and it's just it just fills the bucket, you know. But the separation between like one that's not trying between something that is back and forth.
Right. Yeah. So, what do you remember the first movie we watched that we purposely watched for you know,
Trip Dip?
not
Or-
for, just in general?
I remember you showing me The Room, because I remember I told you like I liked like bad movies that were, you know, like so bad it was comedic. Like The House. Like I had The House and I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, like there's this movie I know, and then you're like, oh well, have you seen The Room? And like yeah, I think I heard about it, but I had never seen it.
First
That's-
the room, then the house.
Yeah, so I remember watching it and I was like baffled. I was like, man, that's so funny. That's, you know, super silly. How did that happen? Which we'll talk about in like the tiers. Like, what do you think? Because we have 1 through 6. 1 being like the best of the worst, and 6 being like honorable mention. 5 being
Just
Bottom.
bad. They're not even like enjoyable to watch. They're so bad.
Thank you. Okay.
there's still a quality to them.
No.
All right.
You're
Okay.
wrong.
All right. We'll get there. We'll get
Almost
there.
everything in the fifth tier. I don't even know if I want to sit
We'll
there
get there.
again.
We'll get there. Anyways, so what to y'all? What makes a good bad movie?
I think you said it best.
Okay,
There's
never mind.
All right, moving along.
There's something with somebody wanting to make something or that feels genuine, and you know them falling on their face, and then people just laughing, and it's spectacular.
Ha ha ha!
Just a ha.
Look at you for trying.
Yeah. So
For me, I think it's just more of like at least the ones that go in tier 1 and 2 are just the ones that like they're just for some reason like just flat out funny, like even though they're not supposed to be.
yeah,
Exactly. Being something it's not supposed to be.
Being something that's not supposed to be.
Being something
that's
it's not supposed to
be.
Bum 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 bum. If this was a musical, that's where
Yeah,
the song
that's
would
where
have
we
started.
go. And but
Yeah.
glad we killed that.
I'm leaving now.
This episode's brought to you by a cold one
Ooh.
With bad ideals
with Bad Ideals and Nick.
coming out of retirement.
Yay! This is
Book us in a city near you, or in
okay.
your city.
So. Should we hop into the list, my friends?
I think so.
Well, we should go over what each tier, what the criteria is for each tier.
Right, you are, Josh.
Josh,
I am always right.
I want you to give your opinion on each one. I'm not gonna say shit, but you say what you feel, okay? Jacob's gonna name a movie. He's gonna name a tier. You say what you feel,
Okay.
okay?
Or do you want to start from the 5th one, or we could just name like the honorable mentions and why we think,
Actually, yeah. Let's start with the honorable mention.
Yes.
and then per
Get that shit out of the way.
per list or per tier, we'll say what it means to be in this tier.
Yeah.
So
okay.
we'll go movies, we'll go tier,
Okay.
what it means, movies, next tier, what it means,
Yes.
movies.
What it
Yes.
means.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah.
Yas.
Hold on.
We're clearly out of the trend.
Let me.
Doing 5 shots,
No.
motherfucker. Get over here.
Motherfucker 5 shots.
Thank you.
That was my nickname in elementary.
Motherfucker 5 shots.
Motherfucker 5 shots.
Motherfucker 5 shots.
I always took 5 shots of milk. It
The
was
kids
weird.
loved me. So we have a list of movies that we have yet to see that I just think we can name just for fun. Just for fun.
Just for fun.
Which this is our fresh watch list. So if we ever get back into doing the old trip dip, these are movies that would want to see.
It's never gonna happen.
Never.
Jason X.
Oh, never mind.
What?
Let's just do that.
Let's just
That's
do that
gonna
right
be the
now.
next
Oh my
one.
god.
Just do
Anyways,
this.
okay. So the majority of these movies we try to do ones that no one has seen, so it's all like a fresh reaction from all of us.
Right.
But then there's some of them like Jason X, like they've seen it, but I've never seen it.
You've never seen Jason X?
No, it goes back and forth. Why would we watch it if
I remember
we've all
watching
seen it
when I was a kid, but I
So
never.
we could remember why it should be on this list or not.
Oh man, Jason X is amazing.
Hercules, the 1983,
Eh,
the Apple,
eh.
I Am Here Now.
No, we watched that.
Did we watch that one?
Yeah, we
watched
did
that
watch
one.
that. That's
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
the Neil shit.
Oh, okay. That,
All right,
All right. No,
here we go.
that
We're
we'll
already
get to that
starting.
debate later. Hard Ticket to Hawaii, which all our Trip Dip fans, if you're crossing over,
We're
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, sorry. That's gonna be our next one.
you know that.
And then Jason X.
yeah.
Yeah. Then, but that's for
All our
sure.
old fans listening now, that's the one that they've been waiting for. It's Hard
Yeah.
Ticket to
12
Hawaii.
of
Yeah, that's gonna be our big grand comeback.
No, there was at least about 800 people.
800. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
we
so.
had a big. Anyways,
Is that ballpark in it?
Meet the Feebles, Maximum Overdrive, Screwball.
Maximum Overdrive. That's actually been showing on Cinemax lately.
Hmm?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
That's,
Yeah,
is that
I
the same
was
that
one?
was
wondering-
the porn channel.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to watch porn and then
I've been trying to watch porn and it's just Maximum
Just
Overdrive.
imagine Josh with his dick out. It's like,
I
this-
can't
I don't
jerk
wanna
off
watch
to
this
this.
movie. Calling the phone company.
Hey, yeah, it's
I'm trying to
Cinemax.
jerk
Sir, this is
off.
Cinemax.
I'm sorry, I was trying to watch Maximum Overdrive.
And here we go. This is Tier 6 Honorable Mentions.
Mm.
So I'll just go through it. So these movies never made it to the tier because we feel like there was
Some
You-
intention to be shitty.
yeah, so either some intention to be shitty
Or just
it
good.
was just a enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
So we have Toxic Avenger, Class of Nukem High, Poultrygeist, which that's one I disagree with. I feel like Poultrygeist should be on the list.
I remember.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
which?
thought it was on the list.
Poltergeist?
I thought it was on a tier 3. What?
Actually, I think
No,
I remember.
Poultry-
I was
no.
the one that got stamped or like rank pulled on that one.
No, it was Poultrygeist.
I
Nick
don't
was the one
remember-
who didn't like it.
Yeah, but
He
then
didn't
how?
want to fucking watch
Yeah,
it.
but if he's the only one that didn't like it, how is it in tier 6?
Are we pulling rank and stamping it in right now?
Yeah, this is
It's
happening
back,
live
ladies
on
and
the
gentlemen.
air.
Oh my god.
Unprecedented.
Get me a fucking pen. Nick,
Alright.
you shut the fuck up. This is going down.
What are you talking about? I was agreeing with you guys.
We're pulling rank, stamping it
Tier
in.
3.
Asshole.
Tier 3?
Okay, yeah.
Or tier 2 maybe.
I think tier 3 because there's some.
Okay.
It's literally a musical at some parts.
It's so Poultrygeist is a kind of a spoof of Poltergeist.
Oh,
Not even really. It's
No,
just a play
not
on
really,
words.
I know.
So it's a like fast food chicken place, hence Poultrygeist. That there's this chicken demon that comes to life.
Oh.
There's like a kid that works there. They like fuck on the job. It's super gory, like super offensive, super silly. It's a
ridiculously fucking offensive.
Yeah,
you remember the opening?
yeah.
Like I think the second opening scene or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah. There's like a guy and a girl fucking on a cemetery, on like
A
someone's
zombie
grave.
hand, like literally shoves its like finger or something up the dude's ass.
Yeah, and he's
Oh.
like, oh yeah, and then it like breaks through his stomach.
Oh my god, I don't know.
all the way out through
this.
his fucking mouth. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
And
not
like the
remember
girl's
that.
tits are out, and like he comes on her or some shit.
Nice.
Anyways, get the whole family together, watch that movie.
definitely one
um,
for the kids.
Yeah. So Poultrygeist is great.
I'm gonna show my son when he turns like 2.
Oh yeah,
3 years
show
old.
him that.
Yeah, one of his first
God
movies.
damn
he'll
it, if
always
he has
remember.
any pens that fucking
I
work.
got fucking. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
how many pens I steal from work?
A lot.
I
Okay.
probably can get fired.
You stole over $5,000 worth of pens. Pens. These things are like 98 cents.
Yeah, I can seriously probably get in a lot of trouble. I probably shouldn't be saying this live on the air. Is it tier 3?
Let's just put that in like for tier
Just
3
tier
right
three.
now.
Tier 3.
Because there's definitely a lot of memorable moments.
Alright, so man, we might change this whole list right now, boy.
Oh,
Anyways,
maybe.
Poultrygeist. Oh, never mind. It's not on honorable
Yeah,
mentions
no.
anymore.
Oh.
Surfer Nazis Must Die.
Yeah.
Continue.
Windy City Heat, which I think that one was also up for debate.
Yeah.
Oh really? Is that even like an actual movie though?
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, okay, that's why it was honorable mentions. Windy City Heat is this documentary that's essentially this big prank
yeah,
on this
yeah,
guy.
this one guy.
Yeah. of them making him thinking he's gonna become a big movie star.
And they go as far as to create like a fake like
Actual
award
movie.
show.
Yeah.
No, the
yeah.
award show too.
Oh, yeah,
remember?
the
And they
award
gave him
show.
the trophy for best actor ever or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And he's like not all there, right?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
He's gotta not be
it's
all there.
the Wendy City is really funny, but then now looking back on it, it was kind of mean.
Especially
Kind- what?
It was
Kinda.
It was kind of mean.
I mean, he was
That
fucking
guy.
tearing up, like giving his like award speech.
Yeah.
And, like thinking he fucking made it, and it's just like it's all fucking.
Anyways,
lie, dude.
watch that one.
Yeah.
That one's definitely an experience. Nightbreed, which that one was just an interesting.
Nightbreed, which
really,
one's Nightbreed?
Nightbreed's the one with the button face dude, and
Oh,
yeah, the
okay.
Yeah,
underground
you
whole.
guys saw that with the movie Assholes?
Oh yeah.
Shut up. Anyways, Dead Alive,
That all.
also known as Brain Dead.
Brain Dead. I was about to
or-
say Night True.
Another country.
Um,
We are dead alive.
We are.
The reason that one was in honorable mentions is because it was made with the intention of being like a comedy.
I think that was just one scene, really.
No, it was a whole thing. Even the dude who made it like said like yeah,
Peter Jackson.
yeah, it was supposed to be taken as a comedy. You can go listen. You can go listen
See,
to
Josh
it.
is like, oh well,
Fuck me, right?
Peter fucking Jackson.
And same thing with Street Trash. Street Trash was also intended.
I
Street
love
Trash
Street
was fucking
Trash.
amazing.
Yeah,
I
Street Trash
love
was
Street
fucking
Trash.
love that.
God, that movie was fucking gold. But the same thing. What intentions were to be as outlandish and crazy as
Offensive.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just watch
So-
the movie anyway, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Street Trash is really good. If you ever want to see a hot potato scene with a severed dick
Yeah.
and someone trying to retrieve said dick,
Yes.
watch.
Yeah.
If you like necrophilia, racism,
Anything
like
horrible.
gang
ever.
rape?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
all in Street Trash.
And by the way, watch the one that's online because if you buy the Blu-ray or the DVD, apparently they cut that part out.
What, really?
The hot
Wait,
potato
which
dick.
one? Oh, okay.
And like
Oh, they
some,
kept the necrophilia in. That's great. I'm
But
glad they kept that in.
some
Take out the
scenes
hot
are cut
potato
out,
dick.
so
I
watch-
definitely would have
watch
just
the
stopped
online
watching
version.
if they did.
It's very cinematic though. The whole dick scene,
It
like
is.
it flying through the air and everything.
Masterfully crafted.
It's really good.
It's really, really good.
Okay,
Oscar-winning scene in my opinion.
so now we're gonna get into tier 5. Tier 5 is it's so bad
It's
that
just bad.
it takes a certain talent to create something that is just
bad.
so awful. And the whole idea of it still making it out somehow is baffling.
Now, that's very, very close to the description of Tier 1.
Yeah. Tier 5 is just as hard to get into. It may be harder to get into than Tier 1.
Yeah, because Tier 5, you have to just basically not laugh and just hate yourself. and
Yeah.
watch the
It takes
movie.
a special movie to break your spirit.
It takes special dumbasses like us to
To
actually watch
To actually, yeah.
to watch
So-
these movies.
So giving credit to Tier 5, giving credit to us, we're all special types of people. So we have I Am Here Now.
Okay.
So that one-
We'll get into that. We'll fucking...
We have
I'll fucking
Hip
go to
Hop
war for
Witch,
this one.
Hip-Hop Witch? Oh, God.
Cabin Boy,
Oh, God.
and the movie that broke us, Star Pulse.
Wait! You put that on there. Me and Josh said honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You are caught red-handed.
Okay, it's not written
red-handed.
there, but it should be,
Red-handed.
goddammit.
Red-handed.
Anyways,
polling rank. Polling rank.
oh, we didn't even put it in honorable mentions.
No,
Was it that
yeah,
bad
no, you
that
didn't.
they just said
no? No, we put honorable mentions,
Oh,
and
we
then
did?
you're like,
Okay.
that must have been.
Yeah, you
oh,
agreed. you definitely
sneaky
voted
snake.
for Tier 5. I remember
I
Sneaky
that.
still
snake.
think it should be in Tier
Poll
5.
rank. Poll rank.
There's no way that
At least
movie
let me
was serious
fucking
in
write
one,
it.
one way or another. That's just a movie that'll just make you kill yourself.
So Star Paws is this. Actually, I have no fucking clue.
Fucked up animated movie.
There's like little to no information about it. Well, maybe there is now. I don't care enough to look. But at the time when we got it from CD Exchange, there was like nothing about it.
Yeah.
At all.
It was you would look on Amazon, not there.
Yeah, there was no like. All that was a very loose synopsis online.
Mhm.
But besides that, there was nothing.
No.
Yeah, at all. And it's basically about the episode's out there somewhere. You can go fucking look it up because I'm not gonna go through that again. Anyways,
What it basically was though was like some animation and then a guy just filmed his fucking dogs and then put voices on them. That
But
didn't
he-
match
but
up
he-
whatsoever.
But
Back
he
in
CGI'd the
time.
cats.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It's hard to cast.
But they go
that.
back in time with dinosaurs.
Okay, all right, fuck it. Here I go.
Get the
all
magic
right, no,
bone.
shut up. Okay, so there's. I don't want to do it. Never mind. I can. I remember. I just
Yes.
don't want to.
Yes.
All right, moving on. I Am Here Now, which is probably the biggest name to come out of good bad movies. Recently, I would say
Yeah.
so. Neil Breen.
No brain.
Which he has a lot of hype,
Mm.
and I don't see it. I think his movies are lackluster, to say the least.
They're really long and boring.
Yeah, and they're kind of the
So
same.
slow.
They don't have energy.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's what cuts it for
It's
me.
Ollie paced and Ollie. It's
Pace. I don't think
awkward.
there's any actual pace.
Oh, burn!
No, honestly, like, if I'm being
okay, sorry.
if I'm being for real though, I think that's probably what I hate the most about it is just the exact same, very low monotone of like all the movies we've tried watching.
He
of them.
remakes the same movies. Like it's the same.
Which is
yeah.
like we've talked about, and I don't understand how like the hype built from him.
I
Maybe
don't
it's
even
like
understand.
the oddness of like even his website and how to order the movies. Like
I don't even know what hype you guys are talking about. Really, like I've looked this guy up and like I don't really.
no,
find
he has a big
much.
whole following.
Yeah. There's like popular YouTubers like.
It's weird.
Yeah. Well, now, I mean, I can see why. Just because of like when he makes movies, it almost seems like a vanity project. Like he always plays his prophet or some kind of genius, and he like paints himself as this like.
That's true. Yeah.
Amazing.
So
figure.
on paper, it sounds like it'd be like okay. So what is it? I'm Here Now about the robotic Jesus.
Robotic
Yes.
Jesus.
Okay. So when you say something like that, I say to at least someone who partakes in like bad movies, like and enjoys watching bad movies. When you say, yeah, this is about a cyborg Jesus who comes and he's beating up sinners and stopping gangs and violence and stuff. Like
Sounds like gold.
Yeah, it sounds great, but like you watch it and it's so low energy, like nothing really happens.
Yeah.
You have to wait like a long time. I say that the intervals between when something kind of funny happens and like the waiting again, like they're real long.
They're really-
Like
yeah.
the duration between like the
It just becomes not worth it.
the good moments, quote unquote, that you watch like good bad movies for.
Yeah. At least with like, I mean, this guy has now become compared with Tommy Wiseau.
Which I don't see that.
Yeah, well, the thing that's with The Room is that there's constantly something happening. It's
Yeah.
like each scene, something weird happens, and it keeps you, I guess, on your toes. I can see why the I Am Here Now and what was the other one that we've done?
I Am Here Now.
I don't think
Was
it's
it
on
Double
there.
Down?
Oh, it's on honorable mentions. Why is it on both spots?
Is it Double Down?
It
That
might
we
be.
watched?
Double Down's one of them. Oh wait,
Okay.
no, I Am Here Now is not.
No, I don't think we put the other movie on there because
No, I read it on the fresh watch list. That's what it was, but I just didn't scratch it out.
Oh, okay.
Double Down, I'm Here Now, and
Fateful Findings.
Fateful Findings. There you go.
Which I think is my favorite one. That's like the
Only
only
Wait,
because
one
was
I
it-
the end
recommend.
scenes.
Wait,
The
which one
end
was Fateful
scene,
Finding?
the Fateful Findings where he's
He hacks the government.
he's like a novelist, and
that hacks the fucking government.
yeah, they like tell him.
No,
to
it
stop
was
things.
it was the ending scene where like all the politicians and stuff.
Yeah.
The big suicide.
Montage.
Yeah, the big suicide
That
montage.
broke me, but I thought throughout the film I was the only one laughing, and I look over
you
at
were.
Josh.
You were.
Yeah,
You were the
okay.
only one laughing.
And then I look over
You don't
at
have to
Josh,
feel-
and I see Jacob trying to figure out what's happening. Have a big. I was like,
'Cause,
okay.
so it's between. I'm sitting between Nick and Josh, and Nick's like fucking laughing, and
Yeah,
he's like,
I'm like-
"This movie's fucking great," and Josh is just not enjoying it at all.
I look at Josh, and he's just so angry.
Yeah,
He
and
just-
I'm in the middle, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. Am I Nick or am I Josh? I'm looking back and
You're
forth.
like metaphorically
Yeah.
torn between both.
I was like,
of us.
who do I side with? And I think at the end, I just kind of fell in the middle because like the
Yeah.
suicide montage was like pretty funny, as far as like the bad CGI and the bad acting.
Yeah, I think it was the only one of the movies that I was literally on the floor laughing. I was laughing so hard.
That
which
part was funny,
happens in
but
a
I
couple
think
years.
that part hit so hard because the rest of the movie was so stale.
Yeah.
That when something did happen, it
I
was.
think you just try to look for something that made it worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe it's like something like that. Okay, so that's No Breen. That's his take. Hip Hop Witch which is personally my most hated. I fucking hate that movie. I don't even think it should be considered a movie since it's just a collection of small parts that like don't really correlate like at all.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, Josh, do you even remember Hip Hop Witch?
I remember some of it. I just remember that like, because what the movie?
So Hip Hop Witch.
It's a movie that all these rappers made.
Was never watched as a Trip Dip movie.
Right, that was before.
That was
we
before
declared it.
Oh, which I guess we didn't even talk about. How we started watching.
Oh yeah, how we.
Oh fuck! Did we skip?
Oh no.
We skipped an entire.
Fuck it. No one cares.
We'll go after tier 5.
Okay.
We'll finish tier 5, then we'll bring the origin, and then we'll go back into it backwards.
Because we already when we started this list, we instantly put
Oh no.
We instantly put the movies we've already seen into tiers.
Yeah, and we kind of based the tiers around those movies that we saw.
Yeah.
So
and
Hip Hop Witch was the first tier 5.
No, Cabin Boy.
What? I thought...
Oh no, we watched those the same night.
The same night.
Yeah.
I don't know which came first.
What a shitty night that was.
It was Hip Hop Witch that came first.
Because we watched that one first, and I was like, I'm not finishing this.
Yeah.
Like, because it was nonsense.
Okay.
It literally was nonsense.
Now, okay, so to be fair.
Okay.
You
go ahead.
You didn't finish the movie.
Well, you didn't finish it either.
That's true.
No one finished
No
it.
one finished it.
I was the first one to say what everyone was thinking. That I don't want to watch this.
I don't watch this. And you know,
I felt like the rest of the room was like, thank God someone said it.
All your hard-earned money that you paid for that fucking movie.
For Nick's birthday.
oh, by the way, yeah.
No,
it was Cabin Boy and Howard the Duck.
Howard Duck they gave for my birthday. It's fucking bullshit. Anyways, going back to Hip Hop Witch, would it be possible to do a Trip Dip episode of Hip Hop Witch?
I feel like we should.
I would finish it for Trip Dip.
Okay.
Yes.
Trip Dip wasn't a thing then, and that's why I was
it's
like,
a thing now.
I was like, I don't have to do this.
It's huge, everybody around the world.
Because like when we did watch it, I was like, I don't have to do this.
They completely disagree.
But for Trip Dip, I feel like it's a shitty job.
Yeah.
And I have to finish it because none of us wanted to finish Star Paws.
Not
yeah.
one fucking.
No. Josh fell asleep.
I was like
the last 10 minutes.
I was like,
I wish I fell asleep sooner.
I was the one that was like, we gotta fucking finish this thing.
It was like a fucking misery.
It was a chore. It was a fucking
chore. So tier 6, I agree. Yeah, totally gone.
Moving on.
Oh my god. Hip Hop Witch is a movie about a bunch of rappers. A bunch of like
they create an urban tale.
Yeah, that create an urban tale about this witch that exists within the hip hop world. It's literally like a person with a camera talking to different rappers, and it seems like, let's say Nick is a famous rapper, or not even that famous. I say the most.
Nicky Boy.
Yeah. Okay. So some of the people on there weren't that known as far as like the rappers. Some of them were big names. Like you had Vanilla Ice and Eminem. So it's like if Nick was a rapper and I show up with a camera and I'm like, hey man,
talk about the Hip Hop Witch.
Yeah, tell me about the Hip Hop Witch. And you're like, what? And I'm just like, make up some story about a witch that exists like in the realm of hip hop. Yeah. And then I push record and whatever the fuck he says, I put it in the film because he's a famous rapper.
Right.
That's all it was.
But then don't forget you had those group of white kids that in the movie they spent the white crew or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
There was those guys and their pug,
and they were trying to catch the Hip Hop Witch, which I guess
solve the clue.
Maybe it was like
story.
a spoof off of the Blair Witch.
Yeah, it was.
I think it might have been.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
We just gotta rewatch it.
And my favorite on tier 5, Cabin Boy.
Why is that your favorite, and why do you like that movie so much?
Cabin Boy is so bad, I would say it's a masterpiece.
Josh, please back me up here. Please step up. Yeah, I'm leaving too.
Go ahead, I'll talk about Cabin Boy for the rest of the night. I'll put it on and I'll do commentary over it.
Well, I have it in like downstairs. It's literally
you
in
still
my DVD.
Have this
yeah,
shit?
I still have it.
For your birthday.
And every time I look by it, it's like looking at a haunted house.
You tried getting rid of it and then just all of a sudden it appears.
It appears back. yeah.
It
appears in my bed and the
bed.
It's covered
face
in
of
pig
Chris
blood.
Elliott is just staring at you.
Yeah. So.
I got outvoted for that one because I think I wanted to put it like in tier 4 or something.
No, I think you wanted to put it in like tier 2.
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
were,
okay, yeah.
You
I was
wanted
very
it
high
high.
it,
You wanted
yeah.
it fucking high.
And because there's redeeming qualities about the movie.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Next
there are.
movie.
You had
Next movie.
like I'll say you had the giant Shiva goddess that he had sex with.
Okay.
Actually, no. The Shiva goddess wasn't giant. It was her husband.
Oh yeah, her husband. Okay, yeah. You had the giant husband. You had the Sheba goddess that he had sex with. You had the girl that he rode as a jet ski. You had the hallucination dream of the talking cupcake who spits tobacco at him.
Okay. All right. All that you're describing sounds good. Going back to the Neil Breen kind of like, oh, this sounds great, but in execution, it's terrible.
I would say there's more energy in Cabin Boy than in any Neil Breen movie.
I can definitely say that.
You will watch Cabin Boy than a Neil Breen movie.
Fuck yes, I
Oh
will.
my
Yeah,
god.
I
I don't know why, because I
my
have seen
God.
Cabin Boy again.
What am I doing here?
This shit showed on
What am I
Showtime,
doing
and I couldn't
here?
fucking change the channel.
Oh, wait.
See? Thank you. There's some redeeming
No,
qualities.
that doesn't make
No!
it. That does not make it a
alright,
redeeming
okay,
quality.
Alright, okay. All I'm saying is that Josh watched it on his free will.
oh.
That's all I'm saying. I think.
No,
I
it
think
wasn't my
that's
free
peaceful.
will. Like I wanted to change it, I just couldn't.
Okay.
Wait, didn't you? Just
That's not what you taunted.
It has a hypnotizing.
tainted.
It has a hypnotic feel to it.
What part did you laugh at?
Oh, do I have to name him again?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you really laugh at that?
There was one part specifically that we all laughed at, and that was when
The
he's
jet ski?
riding the girl as a jet ski.
I can say that, yeah.
That was fucking funny.
But I don't-
it was out of nowhere. Like
I
that-
don't think that small quality redeems it to tier 4 though.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
just,
you.
That's just me.
Not only that, but like the set pieces were big. Like there was a lot of production that went into the movie. Like as far as like the boat and like the storm scene.
But actually, a lot of the shit just looked very like a very small crew made it.
Yeah, but I say like at least like the set pieces for the cave, like and the Sheba's place and like the.
That's what I'm saying. Like I saw the movie again, and it all.
Yeah, we
it
all
all
Well, that's
saw
true.
it,
I
yeah,
guess
so-
maybe I was drunk that night. Josh has seen it more than I have. I did see it only once.
Yeah, saw it twice.
So that's Cabin Boy, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna move on to tier
Boring.
4.
Tier 4.
Tier 4.
Tier 4.
Tier 4 is not.
I wouldn't say it has one redeeming quality. It has multiple.
Yeah, it has multiple redeeming qualities. There's a good feel to it. The story is at least interesting and different, and it's bearable to say the least. Or it's one of those movies that has like
Barely passable.
Yeah, barely passable. It's not
Of being bad, it's good.
It's not too bad. You know, there are redeeming qualities, and at least it has like one scene that is.
You just always remember.
Yeah, it always sticks with you.
Yeah.
And it's funny. You could at least show that part to a friend, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's crazy." You know that's
Just
real.
watch the whole
Bring it
fucking
up on
movie.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Bring it on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking-
And we have Garbage Pail Kids,
Oh.
Never mind.
Howard the Duck,
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
and Psychomania.
Oh, you mean okay? Yeah.
And-
What's okay about Howard the Duck?
And Psychomania.
Psychomania, I can agree.
Psychomania kind of has a big cult following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arrow Video just released like a Blu-ray edition of that.
Oh, really?
So it's,
Even in
it's
like
out there.
it's weird because like in the punk scene, like I've seen it like at different record stores and stuff. They'll have like the helmet logo.
Oh, okay.
They'll have like patches of it and
It's
stuff.
a very classic movie.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. It was just the stunts that was
Yeah, I
like
guess
a
the
big
stunts.
thing.
Yeah, which that one's real interesting.
Yeah.
The whole
It's just too bad it wasn't executed that well.
yeah. But
No,
but
that's why
there are
it's
some
tier 4.
scenes that are like pretty crazy. Like the whole
I think
like,
the-
montage of
I think the funniest scene for me was they make a truck like crash and then flip over and then just explodes. From
Oh,
the
yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
yeah, that one is great.
I
Or
fucking love that scene.
when a part that I really like is that when they're showing him driving really fast and it cuts to the house and you see like the open fence and the brick wall
He
and
just
you think
goes
he's
to-
gonna go through the open fence but he just crashes
Hit the
right
brick
through
wall.
the brick wall. That part's fucking great.
Oh shit! You know what? I suggest us going to YouTube, just seeing all the stunts and shit. That's it.
Us?
Yeah, YouTube.
Wait, we do?
Yeah, no, the audience.
Oh,
Why would I be talking?
Oh,
you guys,
fuck. Oh.
You guys should totally watch.
We're
that.
drunk.
Anyways,
Ryan.
so we totally skipped what we said we were gonna do and how we started Trip Dip.
All right, so
So we're gonna do a
tier
pause.
3, at the tier 3.
Pause it.
We're gonna do a pause. All right,
And
so
just go get something to eat and then come back.
tempting. Maybe later. Anyways, so it was the room. Nick showed me the room, and then I showed him the house, and then We started hanging out with Josh.
That was the very first movie I saw.
We started watching, like, we would, like, hang out with Josh and just watch, good movies. Like, oh, I like this movie, I like this movie, back and forth. Until, I think maybe we saw some, like, comedy on TV or something.
What, comedy on TV?
I don't know exactly how it came up, like, hey, you should watch The Room. You know what I mean?
No. Or is it, do you know?
No, I don't remember.
No,
I just remember.
that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking like we had to have seen like some comedy and like laughing and like someone had to bring, or maybe I brought it up and be like, oh, you should if you think that's funny.
One thing we're forgetting is we also had our other friend Marion. She would hang out with, or want to try and hang out with us frequently all the time, and then just randomly one day you guys were like, you guys should come over and watch this movie, and you had The Room.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I think you had just gotten it on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
and that's how it kind of just starts, at least with us three.
Yeah.
Which I lost, by the way. I think my sister lost it. Anyways.
Oh.
It's,
yeah, so we watched The Room, and then Josh was like in love with it, and now Josh has seen it probably more than
anybody?
Yeah, probably anybody in the
Honestly,
world.
at first I couldn't fucking, like, I didn't think it was like legit. Like, there's no way. I remember arguing with you guys about that. Like, there was no way that this guy.
Oh, it was real.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, yeah.
There's no way he is intentionally like acting this, or unintentionally acting this bad.
Yeah, but no.
And then I started seeing more like shit of him. Like I looked
it's like,
him up.
he's a real person. This is how he actually is.
I think everybody goes to that phase. Like, there's no way. This
Denial
guy
and
can,
then acceptance.
Yeah.
Skip
And then
everything
you
else.
watch like an interview. You're like, is he doing a bit right now?
Wouldn't it be crazy if it was an actual character and he's like a sane person?
Yeah.
And he's just like a fucking genius.
Yeah.
You know, if that is the case, which
Just
like
like as soon
a
as
part of me wants to believe that.
Yeah.
As soon as the interview cuts, just like, oh god damn it, that was.
No, as soon as he's alone,
His face
like when he's alone, like he has a normal life, like kids and a wife, and like he has some job where he could work from home and no one has to like know who he
Are
is.
you saying like he has a country home and he
Wouldn't that be
gets out?
crazy? If like Tommy, like when he's alone, like he just like he's a normal person.
He like takes off his mask and
He's like
you
a
know,
telemarketer. He works like on the phone. He has like a normal voice.
Alright, back to our origins.
Yeah, that was.
Anyways,
went on for too long.
So so Josh is like a funny good bad movie.
Was he
I
born?
like,
I like a bad movie.
Sorry to all you foreigners listening. And
Yeah, honestly, all of a sudden, like, I think of what it was.
Now he's foreign.
And
Anyways,
what it was that I just saw it a second time. I think I was trying to show somebody the movie. I forgot who.
it didn't work out or what?
No, not at all. I don't talk to him anymore.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it brings friendships.
No, but yeah, I just think like I saw it a second time and then I just really I guess could appreciate it.
Oh, you enjoyed it more.
Yeah, I enjoyed it more, and then I just couldn't stop fucking laughing after that time. Or especially, I think the best time was definitely was the first time. Whenever some of the most outrageous shit that he would say, like when he started like, you know, one of the most famous lines, "You're tearing me apart, Lisa."
Or the cheap part.
I hate you're just
yeah.
a chicken. Cheep.
Do you guys remember the second movie we watched? So I know we watched it with Josh, and then we were like, we all had a mutual like attraction to bad movies.
Yeah.
That literally led to the second movie that I've seen with you, and in my opinion, it's one of my more favorite movies. I've seen it.
Miami
so
Connection.
Miami.
Oh
Miami
shit,
Connection.
Miami Connection.
Yeah.
Miami
love
fucking
Miami
Connection.
Spoiler alerts for tears. Anyways, but how did Trip Dip start? So we started watching. It became more frequent.
Yeah.
These bad movies.
One day, you and I sat down and. Like, we were just hanging out, and then we literally went over all these bad movies that we've seen.
Yeah.
Because at this point, like, at our point in our friendship, we've seen a lot. Like, we already saw The Room, Miami Connection, The House.
More than I'd say some people see in a lifetime now.
Definitely. And
yeah.
we just, like, fuck, like, we should just try, and then that's when you brought up, like, we should just try and fucking,
Put them in a tier.
like, which one's the bad, which ones are actually good.
Yeah, and then I think I mentioned that to Nick, and Nick
then
was.
we'll do a whole thing of it.
And I
Yeah.
said that's fucking stupid.
And then
I
he was on
like,
board.
I was like, okay, fine.
That's stupid. Count me in.
And then we just started. Then we started watching new movies. And it's like, okay, well, let's watch more and then see where they would fall in the tier.
Mm.
And then I think Nick had the idea, was like, we should record what we think about it. You know, or did you just do it at random? Did you just start recording?
I mentioned
Without
it
us
to
fucking
you.
knowing about it?
yeah. I had mentioned it to
hey.
you when we were driving, and I was like, you know, I'm going to record the next one because it was Fateful Findings was our first one. I think that was like one of our no, it was
No.
Yeah, because I remember like why
Was it
didn't we
Alyssa?
record
I think I
that?
might be able to remember.
Nah, Fateful Findings definitely wasn't.
Our
Because
very first.
we
I
saw
would've
so many.
I would have recorded. Well, no, wait, not Fateful Findings.
Our first one was
was Shirley Ramsey?
Cheerleader Massacre. That was our first one.
There was
Not
one
the
of
first
them-
recording, but the first movie we watched to add on this list.
Was Cheerleader?
No.
No, it
We
was
had
Fateful
saw that
Findings
movie
because I remember that was when I
I
was
could have
like,
sworn No Brain came way later.
no, we watched like Double Down, and no, we watched like part of it, but we didn't finish it, and
Are you
we're
sure
like,
it wasn't
"All right."
Samurai Cop?
No, it might have been because
No, because there
I
was
would've-
multiple recordings before Samurai Cop.
I would have remembered.
No,
I would have recorded.
I know.
Fateful Findings.
I'm not talking about the first recording. I'm talking about the very first movie we watched
To say,
With the
hey,
li-
let's add it
on
to
the
the
shit
tier.
list. Yeah.
It might have been
I think it was probably one of these really old school movies like Night Train to Terror.
nah,
Or
because
maybe it was
Nick didn't even see Night Train to Terror.
No, I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he did.
I guess I just didn't remember you.
I don't think anything on that list was
Thanks,
anything
asshole.
only us.
You know
just-
what? Let me go to the SoundCloud and just take a little sneak peek.
No,
Well, that's
because
the
I know
first-
we didn't.
well, that's
record
the
Fateful
first
Findings.
recording.
I just want to see the ones that we do have recorded,
Besides,
and then
most of
take a sneak peek at what we don't have recorded.
Most of them are not on the SoundCloud anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some of
Okay,
them
let's
are on
just
the
go
YouTube
back.
channel.
Never mind.
Back on track.
Okay, so let's create.
So that's how
let's
we-
let's just make it up.
That's how we founded the. Well, actually, it's called the Triple Dipple because
What's
Triple
that
Dipple.
funny? Wait,
you're
is
the
it
only-
Triple
why is it
Dipple?
funny?
You're the
You're
only
the-
one laughing, just like No Brain.
Everybody, comment below why is that funny?
Anyways,
Leave a video response.
wait, why is it called Triple Tipple?
Oh, because when we used to hang out with Mark all the time, we kept calling ourselves the Four Core,
Oh yeah.
and then Mark's like every time we tried getting him to come out and fucking watch these shitty movies, he bailed and just didn't do it. So we're like, I guess it's just us three tonight.
It fell asleep.
Well,
and just
he
didn't care.
never really had an interest in like the bad movies.
Yeah.
Sure, but
So
he was
they're
always
good.
the one that kept trying to get us together to do
Yeah, that's
shit.
true. Until we were just like whatever.
Well, you saw Miami
And then-
Connection in the room, right? That was the only
Yeah,
one.
but like he hasn't even seen half of these.
Every single movie we've tried, every single movie.
You're showing the list like, come on now. What is that?
It's the list.
Okay.
Fuck you. Anyways,
Every single movie we've tried showing Marcus, he's just always on his phone.
Oh yeah.
So-
yeah.
yeah, take that, Mark. If you ever listen to this.
Yeah, we've been
You
talking
son of a
so much
bitch.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. Nah, we love that guy.
Somewhat.
Anyways, so I'm just gonna make up an origin story how it came about.
No, that was the origin.
That
They
was
heard
the
it.
origin story.
Alien came down from space,
Fucked us all in our assholes.
fucked us all in our ass, and I thought, let's watch a bad.
Yes, that's true.
Anyways, tier 3, which has the most movies.
Oh,
Here we go.
I think this is probably like the most.
And this is an
argued about.
actual list that we've written down on actual paper. All you young kids that you even know that sound? All your tablets.
That's paper.
yeah.
All you fucking tablets kids out there.
From
Non-caveman.
trees.
Yeah, god damn it.
Fucking
You know that? Fuck you guys. Anyways, tier 3. What qualifies something for tier 3?
Enjoyable.
Well, yeah, mostly enjoyable, but not to the point of.
That is an actual good movie. It's still bad, but it's. I think that's where the line is drawn. That it's enjoyable.
It's like a sweet spot. Like it has a rewatchable, you know, the rewatchability,
I'm
right?
pretty sure I've rewatched every single movie on there.
Yeah, there's a lot
At
of
least
there's a
tier
lot of
3.
good ones. It's not like too bad. It's not too good. Kind of that middle ground.
Yeah.
It has a lot of redeeming qualities,
Mm.
right? It's just they're nice.
They're
They're nice. I feel like tier 3 is probably the most accessible out of all of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I
For
would
sure.
agree.
Okay,
I,
so
I think that's why there's the most.
let's get into this.
Okay.
We have Poltergeist, which
Newly added.
clearly, which definitely goes against the accessibility thing I
Oh,
just
yeah,
said.
never mind.
All right, maybe that should be tier 2. Anyways, okay, we have Samurai Cop
Oh fuck yeah.
Samurai Cop was
Wait, I
2.
thought 3?
No, Samurai Cop 2.
I was about to fucking say.
We have Samurai Cop 2. We have Fateful Findings, Cheerleader Massacre. And
Wait, Fateful Findings. I thought we agreed that shit was tier 4.
No,
you got stamped out there,
Tier
buddy.
4 was another Neil
Pieces
Breen
of
movie.
fucking shit.
No, tier 4 wasn't. Tier, do I need to read them again?
No, this one.
Okay. starting over.
Go.
Poultry Guys, Samurai Cop 2, Fateful Findings, Cheerleader Massacre,
Oh.
A Night Train to Terror, Birdemic, Asian Schoolgirls, and Ouija Board Experiment Part 2. Now, an interesting one I want to bring up is Asian Schoolgirls. Because, like how we talked about before, what separates a good bad movie into a bad good movie that's intentionally trying to be bad to be good.
I think you lost yourself there.
Just rewind it and you'll figure it out. Is Asylum, that's something that we brought up. People who try to make good bad movies on purpose.
And this one just slipped through the cracks.
Asian Schoolgirls is a movie.
Was that a pun?
Wait,
No,
said it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was
No,
like,
it slipped through the
what?
cracks. I mean, if you're talking about the Asian girls' butt cracks, then sure,
Oh, okay. Anyways,
they're assholes.
Asian
That was really
Schoolgirls
funny.
is a
I
movie
appreciate it.
by Asylum that I don't even know if they were trying to make a bad movie. Usually they
They might have
have
just been trying to make Asian porn. Really.
Yeah, like softcore porn, maybe.
like
but
something to put on Cinemax.
Yeah,
something you were watching. You
maybe.
were waiting on. You were hoping to watch.
I brought it up to you guys.
Speaking of
slowly.
Mark, it's probably one of his favorite movies.
Oh,
Asian
yeah,
Schoolgirls.
yeah.
Hey, got it.
Anyway,
got it
so
for Christmas.
usually
yeah.
Asylum, they'll do the whole
Sharknado.
Octopus.
plane versus volcano, Sharktopus.
Plane versus
Shocktopusy.
That's a real one.
plane
versus volcano. That's
No
a,
way
that's a real one. That's a real one.
I think that might be Fearless Material.
That one's for real.
Plane.
That's a real
The
one.
Ano Fuckta, some shit like that.
Oh yeah. So,
Piranaconda,
um,
Sharktopus,
staircase versus
Two-headed
chair.
shark dick.
two-headed shark dick.
Yeah, yeah.
The monster from the butthole. There's
Fucking
Some
shit
terrible.
like that.
Yeah.
There's so much.
but
And a lot of them is actually like shit parodies of action movies. Like I saw one that was like it's supposed to be an Eye on Legend parody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
oh yeah, they have like that Snakes on a Plane one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like whenever a big blockbuster movie hits, they do like a spin-off. So
And they'll put the
grandmas
name
and-
like very close
Yeah.
to like at least like back in the day. So I don't know, like probably a lot of our younger listeners don't know about like Blockbuster or Hollywood Video.
Scrubs.
Now, believe this, you couldn't just go on to a website and watch a movie.
Mhm.
You would actually have to
You have to go out and get a life.
yeah, you have to put pants on and go outside and go to these stores where you used to rent movies.
Now you
Or
can't,
go to an actual movie theater.
Yeah, you can't do your being on your Tic Tac machine, clicking
Yeah,
away.
you can't tic tac and just watch a Netflix.
Yeah,
On
You
your,
know?
on your little ball phones and
Yeah.
shit.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can't do
Eyeball
that.
phone.
So Asylum, I think they used to get a lot of sales by making the films names pretty close. Like there would be Transformers, and theirs would be Transmorphers. Stuff like that.
Someone not knowing what they're getting themselves into is like,
Yeah,
oh, this is the
exactly.
movie I heard about, Transformers.
this is Transmorphers.
Yeah.
This is a big thing.
Like, oh, little Billy has been talking about Transmorphers. Let me rent this movie for him. And the grandma goes home, gives it to little Billy. Little Billy's like,
This ain't Transformers.
yeah, it's like, Grandma, you have Alzheimer's.
Grandma, you're fucking dead. Shut up.
Yeah.
Like, I always get it wrong. I swear to God, it's probably a story where a grandma goes out. He's like, I'll get it right this time, and brings the wrong one.
So back to tier 3.
Asian Schoolgirls, I feel like is an interesting one because it doesn't have the same shtick of like some monster coming and like destroying the city
It's
or
really
something.
just a simple plot of like girls that were raped, and they literally start stripping, and then
To get money, to get weapons, to fight the people who.
to get money to pay for karate lessons.
Oh yeah, to get money
Oh
to
my
pay for
God.
karate
And then-
lessons, to get revenge
on the guys that
people.
raped them.
Yeah,
I got no idea.
which is pretty like left field for Asylum.
Yeah, well, it's
Pretty intricate. If
It's
you
kind
ask
of
me.
like an exploitation film from the 70s. It's kind of reminiscent of that.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
It's kind of
I'd say
fucked
so.
up though. I mean, because these girls are supposed to be portraying high school girls, and
Oh
you
yeah,
know, they land
that sounds
like
fun.
a stripper job.
Oh yeah.
And that was pretty. Now we know.
Moving
why,
on.
Why Mark loves that
tier
one.
4. I mean, tier 2.
Mark just has a fetish for Asian girls.
Tier 2.
Which mean you can blame him.
Tier
little
2.
girls, Jim.
Tier 2.
Right, no, we're still on tier 3. We gotta go through some of these movies.
Yeah.
Oh, alright, what else do I want to
Asshole.
go through?
Let's see. What else do we want to go through?
All right.
you tell me.
Deadliest Prey.
Oh, I love
No,
that.
that's on.
That should have been tier 2. What the fuck?
No, Deadliest Prey is a sequel. Oh no, is that Deadly Your Play?
Oh wait,
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong one, dude.
my bad.
Spoiler!
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert!
Cheerleader Massacre. We gotta talk about that one.
No, we don't. Chocolate Titties, the end.
Exactly. Chocolate fucking
Chocolate
titties.
By the way, wasn't in the fucking one that we saw.
Yeah, so me and Josh saw Cheerleader Massacre on Netflix a long time ago. Great film.
Amazing.
Super.
Last
like,
time I checked, and I can see it scribbled out here, it's supposed to be in tier 2.
But me and Nick pulled rank and stamped it in for tier 3.
Because you guys suck.
McPherson, just that name alone.
Great.
Proves my
fucking
point.
name.
Alright, we're gonna go to tier 2, because I'm excited to talk about some of these. Tier 2 is
Deadliest Prey.
just
yeah.
What qualifies tier 2, guys?
Fucking
90% laughs, but not.
for the most part, just a lot of non-stop laughs.
Yeah.
And I want to say a lot of these actually have cult followings. They're
Yeah,
not just like
cult
a shit.
followings, great execution, great
Oh god.
Completely memorable beginning to end, really.
Yeah.
a lot of energy, big time.
Some might just confuse it for an actual good movie.
Big time laughs
Big
for
time.
the whole family.
Yeah.
These
okay.
are probably the most accessible out of all the lists.
Some of the more known ones, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. All right. What's on it?
Yeah, I would definitely say tier 3. I said the accessible thing before I read those, so I'd say now tier 2's
Yeah.
the
Tier
more
2
accessible.
to tier 1.
Samurai Cop.
Yep.
That was a good.
Oh, that was a good. I thought you were like, I don't know about that. Samurai Cop.
Yes.
Troll 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ouija Board Experiment 1.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
This one makes me sad.
What?
Oh, no, I know what he's going for.
Which one?
Protector 2.
Oh god.
He said it.
Deadliest Prey.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And Deadly Prey.
Yeah.
Wasn't Samurai Cop 2 like on the very end of tier list 2?
Oh no, Samurai Cop 2.
Samurai Cop 2 is on tier 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you expect that was going to be on tier 2?
Well, yeah, because I remember when we talked about it, we're like, oh, it's a 2, but not like, yeah, that's a for sure 2. It's like it's borderline 3, but
No, we put it at 3.
No.
Me and Nick pulled ranks.
Yeah. I remember.
I'm probably gonna have to look at this
that
fucking
shit.
hear this recording again because I'm pretty fucking damn sure
It
we're
may-
No,
like,
it was because Samurai Cop, the first one, was a lot more high energy, and the second one like had it kind of tried to dive into like philosophical side of
Oh
like
my
who
God.
he is as a person,
There
and
was
is
time
he still a
travel.
samurai?
It
there
was-
wasn't time
it was-
travel.
No, there wasn't time travel.
There was a time travel?
No,
No,
there
wait.
wasn't time travel.
Fucking idiot. It did have Tommy Wiseau,
Exactly.
but he had such a small part.
I remember.
No,
him.
it wasn't.
No,
It
he
was a
was
small part, but he was in
He
multiple
was in
scenes.
most of it. You remember that part with him holding the samurai
He was
sword?
talking
and
to like the
machines?
camera.
He's in
fucking
2
dude.
scenes.
He's in.
No, he's in about
No,
3 or 4.
Yeah, he's in.
He's in
No,
about
he's in 2 scenes. The
No,
both
about
scenes
3 or
scenes
4.
are long, but he's in only 2.
No, the very first time they show him, it's literally for like he says like a line and then they don't show him again. The second one, he's doing some
Okay,
weird.
if you want to count that as a scene where he just
And
says
he's right.
one small
He's
part.
technically
Am
right.
I wrong?
Oh my
Is he
God.
wrong?
But no,
Holy
but then
brain.
there's even like
Step.
when he's doing that weird exposition to the camera and like he's doing some weird like echo effect and
Oh
it's
my
just
Yeah,
weird.
that's one of the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, obviously the last one where he's fighting Samurai Cop, but I'm like they kept going back and forth to like him
I
talking.
don't know. It just wasn't as good. Plus, it had like a weird look to it. It had like some strange like
It did have a weird
lookup
look.
table
It
filter.
was. I mean, we talked about a good example, which is Deadliest Prey, which was a good kind
A
of
good
going back
sequel,
to
yeah.
going to sequel.
Which Deadliest Prey and Deadly Prey is like just a copy and paste, just as good.
Exactly.
that's all they needed
Yeah.
to do.
Which was great. Do you want to talk about another? Protector 2.
Let's talk about that one.
Yeah,
actually.
we have a fucking.
Tony
story
Jaa's-
about that.
He's the fucking man. He's a fucking god.
Tony Jaa is the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Let that be fucking known.
Let
Go watch
that be
Ong Bak. Go watch the
fucking known.
first Protector, not Protector 2 that's on here.
Ombak,
Yes.
Ombak 2 and 3, which
Yes.
I'm not a particularly big fan of.
Not particularly.
But
yeah,
that's-
Nick, I'm
yeah,
a fucking bitch.
Which,
God. Anyways.
which like the stunts, I can say that it's really good.
Tony Jaa is our favorite martial
Person.
artist.
Alive.
Yeah, or maybe I wouldn't agree with that.
Favorite
I mean,
what?
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Favorite what?
Person alive.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Maybe
I
our
wanna name
obsession
my
with
son
him's
Tony.
a little unhealthy. If I could start a new religion, Tony Jaa, I think would be the person I pray to at night.
But it has to be like your pastor or like father or whatever. Like, who the fuck, the priest?
Oh, the priest?
Yeah, it has to be
about
that
him?
for you.
They have I forget what they call it, but a high priestess. But there's another title for that. Anyways, yeah, Anbak, the Protector. Any like small role he's in that's coming out in the States, we usually go see it together.
Yeah,
We,
definitely.
we
We
saw
make an
fucking
advance.
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
but
seven.
just for
Tony
Tony
Jaa,
Jaa.
Yeah. Recently, like, man, so he's in this weird transition of like coming to America, but no director knows how to use him right.
Yeah.
Like, they'll use him for like small scenes to do like some crazy stunt, but like his potential and
Or
what
he'll
he can
be
do.
a bad guy and like,
Yeah.
you know, you have him fucking lose to guys like Paul Walker, which, you know, he'd fucking drop him in like 2 seconds.
Or like the most recent movie he was in was Triple X, the new one.
Oh, he wasn't Triple
completely
X.
underused.
Yeah.
And
He had one like crazy scene where he did that backflip.
flip off of that motorcycle.
The backwards backflip, where he like drop kicked someone, landed on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And then
and
just spun it around. It was
Yeah.
like, this is my bike now.
But
Yeah.
if he wanted to, he probably could have like done a triple backflip, drop kick, picked up the motorcycle,
Examples on how they're not
Thrown
using
it.
him right.
thrown it 50 feet, ran, and jumped on.
It's all he's all possible. This is all possible for him.
He can do it all.
And like
Instead, they have Vin Diesel doing shit like that.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Vin Diesel. More like Vin Weasel.
Weasel is way into the main store.
Somebody had a lap track.
Okay.
Lap track of that.
What? Tommy's that?
Yeah.
Specifically for this episode.
Yeah, so when we're going up before we watched, and like we were really excited for Protector 2, and then when
The
we
Protector,
finally-
the first one was just, it was amazing.
yeah, it had one of the best.
If you haven't, if you
Two
like
of the best scenes.
in action in general.
history, yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you like action movies, specifically fighting movies, and you don't know who Tony Jaa
And
is,
not over the top action where they're doing shit that no way in hell could happen in real life.
yeah,
We're talking about like,
like Tony Jaa does all his own stunts.
Yeah,
This is now the Tony cast.
the Tony. Yeah, fuck everything. Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Jaa, Anbak Protector, fucking fantastic. If you've ever, no, I've never seen a movie where I feel bad for like the henchmen.
Yeah.
You know, where like I literally yell at the screen for like
half the time you're like, yeah, fuck him up. but-
for the protagonist to stop hurting people.
You know, it's like a horror movie. You're just like, please
Yeah,
don't
leave
go
him alone.
don't go in there.
Yeah. God damn. So the Protector 2 is just a CGI
Fuckfest.
poor
Tony Jaa doesn't-
storyline.
I mean, it's practically the same story.
Not because of him. Like
Yeah.
Not him
like the
whatsoever.
stunts he does are great. They're cool. But just like,
Actually, some of the stunts, like, it's not him anymore.
what do you mean?
What?
Well, because, like, remember, like, in the first Protector and, like, Angbak and shit, he does his own stunts. This one, like, you can clearly tell, like, he's not really doing his own stunts. You'd have, like, wire.
Oh yeah, it
You
was
could definitely say, like, they're using
a
wires
lot.
and shit.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not saying you can see the wires in the movie, but, like, you can definitely tell, like, he's not doing the stunts.
I mean, it's him, but it's like it's helped.
Yeah.
You know, there's help to it.
It's
Yeah.
not like he did that,
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
more like, oh, he was strapped to a harness and then this happened.
and you have your boy the RZA.
Yeah,
The RZA
like a
did
good
that.
example, like in Ong Bak, there's a part where he jumps into gasoline and then he jumps through a fire and his legs are literally on fire.
Yeah,
And then he fucking kicks some dudes in the face with his legs on fire. That's something that really happens.
That happened. That is history.
Yeah,
And
there's
then
no
this
effects,
one-
it's just literal.
And
And this,
then in
yeah.
Protector 2, you have him wetting himself, jumping onto a train rail to get electric powers.
Yeah, and
that sound like lightsabers.
No, it's literally the sound from Star Wars.
yeah.
Not only that, but like the also like how I said, like the fire scene, they try to like implement that again, but it's all CGI.
Oh yeah.
There's like a whole room on fire, but it's so
and then
clearly
he
CGI.
purposely like lights his fist and his feet on fire,
Yeah.
but like
It's very.
Yeah,
Yeah, as you can tell, it's fake. Yeah, that's just.
Let's just move on.
I can't believe Tony
But
is on
if
this
we weren't
list.
if we weren't a huge fan of Tony Jaa, like watching The Protector 2 at random,
Mhm.
I think you could find a lot of enjoyment in it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
So-
think the second time watching
That-
it, I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time we were hoping for a great movie. We left completely heartbroken.
And then we kind of thought about it, and like, you know what? This movie,
It was more of just like we were completely heartbroken, pushed it out of the way. But then when we did the whole like let's watch shitty movies,
Yeah.
let's look at this movie in a new light.
yeah.
we had that
but at
mindset.
first, we didn't want to admit it.
Oh
Yeah, we didn't want to
yeah.
admit it either.
It was like
But now looking at it, it's like Tony Jaa crosses all boundaries.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, he has
Even
range.
if he-
Yeah, that guy has
even,
range.
even if he's making shitty movies, it's at least top tier.
Okay, and now we'll get to the cream of the crop, tip of the iceberg,
Best of the best.
the delicacies,
Yes.
the
Bret Hart-worthy.
scrum-diddlyumptious movies, top tier bad movies that are so bad that they are good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for tier 1.
I'm going home.
He said
Yeah,
that
it's
like
getting kind of
5
late.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe we should. You just want to end it here?
I'll save it for another time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Tier 1, guys. Here we go.
Hey!
All right. So now, what makes something a tier 1 is
Everything from tier 2, but it has that lore.
the lore. I'm talking about something that not only is the movie so bad that it's good, but you can dive into the production, how it was made, the director, the story of how it came to be is almost just as outlandish as the movie itself. So, without further ado, let's name these movies. We got Deadly Friend,
Yes.
Yeah.
Miami Connection,
Yes.
Yes.
The Room,
Yes.
Fucking A.
The House,
Yes.
Yep.
and Food Fight.
Oh. Hold on. What?
Yeah, Food Fight was on there.
Food Fight's
Wait,
on there.
what? Food Fight is on the tier 1?
Me and Josh pulled rank and stamped it up.
Yeah, I remember we did that.
Oh, fuck both of you. Why?
The lore, man.
The lore. The lore is just like
The movie disappeared, and then the guy was like, "We fucking spent millions of dollars on this.
60 million.
Let's recreate this fucking shit." And that's
Not only that, but it has the biggest stars in any.
of these fucking movies. You got fucking Charlie Sheen,
Hilary Duff.
fucking Wayne Brady. I think that's
There's
Yeah?
probably more, but I can't remember. Let's talk about all these. So we got The House, The Room, Food Fight, Miami Connection, Deadly Friend. Which one do you guys want to talk
Josh,
about
what's your
first?
favorite one?
My favorite one of those, Miami Connection for sure.
What's your favorite one?
Uh,
House, The Room, Food Fight,
House,
Miami
I don't think I
Connection.
could really dwell into that one that much. I've only seen that.
Yeah, you've
the
only seen that
once.
one once.
The vanilla answer is The Room, but I think Deadly Friend close. But then again, that's more honorable mentions for me. I don't even know this.
Deadly Friend was actually just really good.
Yeah.
It was the lore that
yeah,
put it over the
pushed
top.
over, right.
And some of the scenes that were just.
I think also just the fact that it was a Wes Craven movie.
Yeah.
That's actually probably the biggest name
Probably.
on this
Besides
whole
Food Fight.
shit list.
I think Charlie Sheen might be.
Wes Craven over Charlie Sheen
Most
over Wes
people,
Craven?
most people probably could probably like instantly like remember Charlie Sheen more than Wes Craven. It's- it-
Director-wise.
Well, yeah, okay. If you're like an actual movie buff, then yeah, Wes Craven would probably come up first. But like, just random person like
household name, you mean?
Yeah,
probably
household
Charlie Bean.
you know,
So
the
which-
God of Men. But
Which one do you guys want to talk about first?
Let's
Let's get the most known one out of the way. The Room.
The Room. Yeah.
The Room's
Everyone
the
listening has probably heard of
yeah,
it, and
fuck
is
you, you
probably
know The
just
Room.
gonna
Yeah.
turn it off now because
Let's
they don't
move
want to hear it
on.
again.
Let's move on to the second biggest one, Miami Connection.
Miami Connection.
I fucking love this movie.
YK Kim
Mikey Kim.
is
Man.
he's just man.
Your average Joe, Asian,
I love that
ass
guy.
kicking, guitar playing. He's just fucking university.
Oh yeah,
he's a
100 years old and he goes to college.
What do you call it? A motivational speaker. He's a motivational
in
speaker.
real life.
Yeah, in real life.
Yeah.
He created all the music for it. For the,
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
did he?
the Dragon Sound. Yeah, Dragon Sound.
Oh, I thought it was like the guy you kept trying to tell me was Freddie Mercury.
Oh no.
yeah.
He was the one who helped, but like YK Kim was the one who was like, I want it to be a song about this, I want it to sound like this and this
That's
and that.
badass. I didn't know that.
So basically, YK Kim was like, I want to do this, and the guy would be like, okay, how's this sound? And YK Kim would like look over everything.
Yeah. Again,
I
it's
like
like
it.
again, it's like another vanity project that you like.
Yeah.
You put all this.
I wish
stuff
he would
into
have.
it.
I feel like if he would have kept doing film, he could be like another like big name like Tommy or Neil.
Yeah. But I'm sure that film was a fucking nightmare. I think there's a documentary on Vice that did like a documentary on him.
Yeah. So, yeah, Miami Connection's fucking incredible.
Fucking great.
House was
House?
a
Yeah,
really,
House is a good one.
really good
Yeah.
movie.
Trippy movie from what I remember.
Yeah, was about these.
Asian schoolgirls that go to a haunted house.
Yeah, not to be confused with the other Asian schoolgirls.
Oh yeah.
There's no lesbian scenes to be looking for that.
Yeah. So it's about this haunted house that these girls go visit for summer vacation, I believe.
Yeah. It was
I
like a
could be
school
wrong.
trip or
Yeah.
something.
They go on some trip, a group of friends. Maybe there's like.
I thought it was because their friend inherited the house from her dead grandma or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wait, no, the grandma's in the movie though.
I know she's in the movie, but like, wasn't part of the thing was because she passed away and then the girl inherited it? Something like that.
Fuck. We
I
gotta
don't
watch
remember.
this again.
Yeah. Anyway, so they go to this house, and it's haunted, and
Surprise.
Well,
it's a Korean, right?
That's Japanese.
Oh, Japanese. I'm racist. It's a almost a Korean again.
What did I say?
It's a Chinese movie that takes place in.
said Japanese
boy.
and
Oh,
he goes
shit.
There we go.
Chinese.
There we go. All right, burning bridges.
It's a Filipino movie that's
Perfect. There we go.
European,
Yeah. It's yeah.
Middle East.
Go.
they're Asians.
Hey now, easy, Jacob.
They
Yeah,
are.
some of them take offense to that.
Come on.
Really?
Now. Come on.
Rose.
Rose?
Really?
Yeah, just because she's part Korean, she thinks she's actually Korean.
Oh really? She's
But like, you try and group her in with being Asian. She's like, hey, it's Korean. I'm just like, shut up, you're Mexican.
Man, we're burning Rose, we're burning Mark,
Boy.
we're burning Tony Jaa.
the burn
Man,
cast.
Well-
and burn cast, baby. It's a movie. Check it out.
Whatever.
All right. I really want to talk about Deli Friend and Food Fight. So, Deli Friend is this movie about a
robot.
young boy,
Who created a robot?
who created a robot. He's
Well,
like
it says pee-pee.
he's like this science prodigy.
He
He's
looks
like
a lot
really
like
smart.
Rob the robot or Wally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's about this guy who's like this science prodigy. He creates this robot. It
Right.
becomes his best friend.
Right.
The robot dies. He takes the chip that powered the robot
Yeah.
into a friend of his.
Well, he kept that from him, but he only put the chip in because his friend was brain dead.
She was dying.
Okay.
And his close friend, who's a girl, died, and he's like, I think I could save both of them, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts the chip from the robot into the girl. She becomes alive again, and then she's not really all there. She's not
She slowly
human.
becomes the robot.
Yeah.
Really,
Becomes BB,
Yeah. The robot's name is BB.
who only says BB.
Yeah.
which has his own song, by the way.
Yeah, BB's
At
great.
the
Right
end,
on the
yeah.
credits.
Has one of the best murder scenes of all time.
Of all time.
The
I would
basketball
say
scene.
The best head explosion I think I've seen
It's fucking fantastic.
in my life.
The movie's just like it has this.
Oh,
Really?
party
Here we go.
foul,
Oh,
dude.
man.
You're gonna have to take an emergency cut out.
Fucking idiot.
We're gonna do a play-by-play. Nick, there's Nick with the drink in his hand.
And there it goes. He drops.
All
it.
of a sudden, his hand just twitches, and he spills it all over his pants, like a little dummy.
Now he looks like he pissed himself.
Yeah, he looks like a little boy who pee-peed in his pants.
Haha.
Little pee-pee boy, that's what we'll call him.
Pee-pee boy.
Pee-pee boy.
Pee-pee boy. Pee-pee boy.
Pee-pee. Anyways,
Shut up!
so robot/girl starts murdering people. The biggest thing is that it's a Wes Craven film. Those who don't know, Wes Craven has done
Scream. Nightmare on Elm Street. My Soul to Take.
The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Last House on the Left. He has done.
a huge name in horror movies.
Yeah, I would say.
And this movie kind of flies under the radar, which after watching it, I think we were all like kind of shocked that it doesn't have like this cult following or anything.
Yeah, that I've never heard about it.
Yeah.
So that's really.
And I found out about it on Reddit.
Nick and I were just completely blown away in the openings, and it's directed by Wes Craven.
Well,
We're
right
like,
when his name came out, we looked at each other like, oh!
what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is one of them that I brought to the table. Usually with like the triple Dipple Shit List, like it'll be someone who'll be like, hey, I heard of this movie, we should watch it. We'll add it to the fresh watch list, and we'll just all pick. We'll be like, okay, what's this one about? We'll say it, you know, and if we all think it's interesting, at least for that night, we'll say, yeah, well, let's watch that one. And Deadly Friend, I didn't know it was done by Wes Craven. I just saw a small clip of the movie about a robot shooting a basketball, and I was like, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, that's his
yeah, I was like,
criteria.
robots, yeah, I'm in. So
Robots, basketball, fuck yeah.
yeah, I just got lucky that it was done by Wes Craven because I had no clue.
Yeah.
And the whole lore behind that one was that
Well,
oh wait, what was it?
yeah, well, it was done after Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, which there are parts of the movie that seem like they're straight out of Nightmare on Elm Street.
There's literally dream sequences, nightmare sequences that happens that were done that
Which
were like reshoots.
We thought it was like that is what inspired Nightmare on Elm Street, but it turns out that he took inspiration from that.
So the movie got made originally without these like horror scenes.
Yeah.
And then it didn't really work out in theaters. He had to go back, add these scenes.
He did a test screening.
Yeah, and it didn't go well at all. And so he had to go back and like rewrite the film, add certain parts, you know. And a lot of it is just it's so crazy. It's just so outlandish.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I have to watch it again.
But at the same time, there are parts that like genuinely build this tension. Because like as a horror genius that Wes Craven is, like he knows what he's doing when it comes to that aspect of film.
The movie really unfolds like an actual good movie.
Yeah.
Like I had no idea it was going to just evolve into like this robot that.
But there's some scenes that are just so crazy, like the part where like.
And that's how it landed here.
Yeah, the part. So there's a scene. Spoiler: if you have any interest in watching, like, bad good movies,
then keep listening.
no, like, tune out and go watch this one before you ruin it for yourself.
Okay, yeah, it's just
because I'm gonna ruin one of these
Netflix.
scenes. Yeah.
Well, we kind of ruined a lot of it by not only explaining the plot, but you explain like your favorite parts.
Oh shit! I guess
no, because I haven't talked about this part yet, but the basketball scene.
Oh yeah.
Right. So if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. I don't want to ruin this part because this is one of the best scenes in the movie. There's a scene where the girl goes to this like neighborhood lady who's like a real hard ass. She doesn't like really fuck around with any of the people there, and she's really protective of her house and her yard. And this basketball gets onto her yard one day, and the girl who now has the chip from the robot goes to get the basketball, and like she's in the house. And the lady has like a shotgun. She's ready like to protect herself, and she's kind of like this lady who's like not really scared of anything. Yeah. And so she like corners the girl who has the chip for a robot, or a chip.
The robot chip.
From the robot.
From BB, yeah.
Yeah. And she has a shotgun, but the robot girl picks up a basketball and throws it at her fucking head, and she throws it so hard that the old lady's head fucking explodes.
Obliterated.
It's
obliterate her fucking head.
Magical. God damn, is it so good.
And I think it is one of the times where I fell on my chair.
Yeah, that was one of them, yeah. Another scene that I really like is where that person's trying to get away.
What is film? I really like.
I don't remember.
I fucking... Yeah, I think he's getting arrested by the cops or whatever because the shit that's happening.
She's chasing someone. And like usually we'll watch a movie and like joke around like, oh, what if they did this? And I remember joking, I was like, what if she jumped out of the fucking window and like got him? And as soon as I said that, it happened. Yeah, she jumps like from the 3rd fucking floor all the way out to the ground onto this guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that movie's fucking great. Such a good movie.
And another time it happened was a few minutes later because the guy was like trying to run away, and then like we were like, wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if she like started fucking talking because she didn't say a word when she was in the.
Oh yeah. And then she does this stupid.
All of a sudden she starts saying the only thing that BB would say, which was his
BB. Seeing this robot voice come out of this like young blonde girl.
I think it was hilarious just because like. It echoed at first. Like I was like, "What?" And you just hear,
"Oh yeah,
baby." Yeah. It was her like picking up something or throwing something, so and just this little sub shot. Does it?
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah. So remember, she had the guy picked up, and then she got surrounded by cops or whatever, and then like that's what she's like, baby.
And she fucking threw it. Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
The ending was kind of, I don't know.
Very Nightmare on Elm Street-ish too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like
setting up for the sequel.
yeah, it was like the spoiler again.
Yeah, because the robot itself, it came out of the girl, didn't it?
Yeah, she dies, and then the kid goes to like mourn her dead body, and he's there, and like through the skin of the girl breaks like this more humanoid like robot.
No, more actual robot like.
No, because its face, it's not all clunky. Like it looks like a demon-esque robot.
I remember how
that kind of resembles like a human's face.
Yeah, it was something weird.
Compared to at least BB, the first version of the robot. Which I guess it's kind of like left to interpretation if it's like a dream or really happening.
Yeah.
Very Nightmare on Elm Street like, right?
Again, it was
that's the way. That's like the way all four of them really.
Yeah.
Or the first 4 or 5 actually end.
Oh, which one was Nightmare on Elm Street where they went to the car and then it was just like everything seems fine. But
and then like she sees her mom get fucking literally dragged through a small peephole of her door.
Was that the first
That
one?
was the first one.
And then they drive off.
Yeah. And then the second one, it ends like practically the same as the way it begins. Like he gets on the school bus and then
that's
all of a sudden fucking Freddy's the one driving it, and then everything goes to fucking shit.
Oh man, they'll never learn.
Yeah.
Shut up.
God, shut up.
I haven't seen these movies.
Fucking scrub.
Fucking knew it.
Who the hell doesn't watch Nightmare on Elm Street?
Right?
What the hell doesn't do
Yeah,
it?
fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Food fight.
Food
Food fight
fight.
is
Bye.
Let's get into that one.
It's a fucking terrible travesty that fucking sucks so hard, but
Hey,
for
it
some
has
reason.
redeeming qualities.
Excuse me?
Nick, I'm gonna ask you to shut your little pee-pee pants face.
Hey now.
You're a rock star.
I want to get that from everybody else.
See what I did there?
So fuck you.
Okay. Alright, so me and Nick, let me paint this pretty picture for you.
Alright, cool.
Me and Nick are walking around at Walmart one day, and
Imagine.
we find ourselves in the movie section.
Right.
And I say, hey friend, look at this. And it's Food Fight, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's this DVD that has all these icons from very popular food items. Like food products,
yeah,
right?
The Twinkie guy, the Mr. Clean, the...
on the cover I think there's the pelican from the pickles, the whale from the tuna, the Twinkie cowboy. You have
I think Mrs. Buttersworth on there.
yeah, Mrs. Buttersworth. Who else?
You have these on there, and none of them are really in the movie.
Yeah, so seeing that, and then the names on top, which is like Charlie Sheen, Wayne Brady,
really
Hilary
big
Duff,
names,
Steve Buscemi, Michael Jackson, Tony Jaa. You have Shaquille O'Neal, George W. Bush, Big Boss from Solid Snake.
I need you to shut up.
Okay, so you see all those names and you're like, wow, interesting.
Oh wow, yeah.
So it was like $3. And
it was $5. It was only $5.
It was
like,
$5.
Yeah.
Okay, we bought that one and like a DVD that had like 5 different horror movies on it.
Yeah, it was
which Chupacabra versus the Alamo is another one that should be on here, but Josh has never seen that one.
Josh has never seen that.
Anyways,
I don't think I even have that.
so we bought that and we waited a long time to watch it.
You know what? I remember like at the Walmart, and I remember saying I do not want to get that, or like I was saying like we shouldn't watch that.
And I told Nick, I was like, but we're going to. Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah, I remember we tried. I think you guys tried waiting until like all 3 of us and Marcus were together to watch it.
Yeah.
But then we just eventually said, "Fuck it, Marcus isn't gonna watch it because he just
that's Mark.
Never made time to actually."
No, Mark was here. He fell asleep.
Mark
was here and he fell asleep.
He
fell asleep halfway through the movie. Yeah.
Wasn't there someone else with us?
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't think so. It was just the 4 of us.
I really wasn't like.
Was it Jeremy?
No, Jeremy wasn't here.
I thought it was like Gabby or Audrey or one of them.
No. We showed it to Audrey.
Yeah,
but she wasn't here when we first watched it.
Oh.
It was the 4 of us, me, you, Nick, and Mark.
And some mystery person that
it was just the 4 of us.
No, but Josh is right. There was somebody in here.
Yeah, I really could have sworn there was like
your fucking dog. I don't know. There was no one else in here.
You were fucking my dog.
Yeah, I was fucking your dog.
That was you.
There was no one else. It was just the 4 of us.
What? Okay, fine. Go. Fine, go.
Okay. So
Go!
Hurry up!
Hurry, go!
Fuck.
Or
Wait,
kiss my
hold
pants
on.
again.
Fuck. Where do I? Oh, we bought it from Walmart.
Yeah.
I remember Nick. We had it for at least 2 months. And I remember Nick was like, I want to save it. I want to save it to
the
watch
perfect
with the
moments.
guys. Yeah. And I remember I was like, why? Like, we don't even know if it's going to be good or anything.
Yeah.
And so we were just like, okay, fuck it. We'll watch it tonight. I remember we wanted to do it at your house. I remember that's why it was like, no, let's not watch it yet. Let's do it at your house where we can be comfortable. Because, like, Nick's room is really small compared to, like, the area that we usually watch movies, like, at Josh's house. And so we watched it in Nick's room. Mark fell asleep. But it was this terrible... What?
Nick. The other Nick.
No, he wasn't here.
Continue.
God damn it. Anyways, so we watched it, and it's this god-awful, creepy...
Crap,
Yeah,
CGI.
creepy, like, CGI, this terribly animated movie.
If any of y'all have ever seen like that really old '90s show called Reboot, it looks exactly like that. You guys ever saw that?
It's a niche reference I don't know about. Anyways,
Anyone that's ever seen, look, I'm gonna pull up a picture so you guys can see and then probably understand what I'm talking about.
now at the same time, I would like the audience to also pull up these pictures so we can all experience this together.
Reboots,
together.
REBOOT, and then just put TV show.
Right.
Okay.
And
3,
Google Images.
2,
Looks
1.
a lot like this.
Enter.
Oh,
Looks a lot like that.
flashbacks.
See? Looks a lot like that.
Ooh, that is very close to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the animation like that. It's just very, very old school, and like honestly, that's what popped through my
You
head.
remember that as a kid?
Hell
That was
yeah.
on Nickelodeon.
I used to actually love this show.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
man, poor guy.
No, I actually recently saw a few episodes of this, and it's like they use a lot of computer tech words.
Oh, really?
Here's- I mean,
Like
well-
mouse
Yeah.
yeah,
and
like
keyboard.
computer.
No, like I mean, because the premise is that they're all like computer programs, and
Oh, okay.
like the place that they live in is called mainframe, like the mainframe of a computer.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, shut up.
What?
Yeah, you sound so
I just said
condescending.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
That's
Interesting.
interesting.
Oh my god.
Could you go on, please?
Could you?
Anyways.
Could you go on?
Yeah, man, I could. Okay, so what is this about, really?
Welcome to the Reboot Podcast,
Thank
Reboot.
you.
where we talk about the very niche 90s show.
Oh my god.
Reboot.
Alright, so food fight.
Yeah, back to food.
All right,
fight.
so it was very shitty looking, at least. Or I guess shitty overall.
Can you get close to like an uncanny valley, but without looking
Yeah,
realistic?
very uncanny
It's
valley.
very unsettling to watch.
Let me
them
tell
move.
you the premise of this movie, the synopsis, the plot line. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. All right, so
Alright,
it's
go.
about this.
It's the Holocaust.
Oh my god, yeah, it is the
Yeah,
Holocaust.
it is the
Yeah,
Holocaust.
it really
That's
is.
actually
I
really
totally
accurate.
forgot. I was gonna tell you to shut up until I remembered.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
He was dead accurate. It's like the Holocaust.
It's about fuck. What's
The
the
generic brand
what's
X.
the dog's name?
Oh,
Max.
no.
Who are you?
No, that's Max.
Who are you?
Pretty
Where's
sure it's
it?
like
Is it Cherry?
Deputy
No, something dog detective.
Oh my. I'm gonna be right.
Maybe it is
Dex.
Max. Dex.
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 See? Duh.
Fucking got the name wrong. Dex dog detective.
Dex.
I don't fucking know.
Okay,
It's
so
about this
Yeah,
dog.
Dex Dog Detective.
Dex dog detective. It's about this dog whose girlfriend goes
Gets
missing.
Oh, yeah, goes missing.
Goes missing.
Uh,
No, the main overall
Fuck.
plot is like they're all like in the store after hours, sort of like night at
Toy
the
Story
museum.
rules.
Toy Story
right?
rules, yeah. When
So
no one's
what-
around, these things come to life.
No, that's Sausage Party.
No. Sausage
Same-
Party
same-
was way after Food Fight.
Okay.
If anything, they saw Food Fight and was like, "That's a good idea. Let me
That's-
make it good."
Yeah,
Oh.
If you like Sausage Party. Anyways,
it had its moments.
if you ever seen Sausage Party, it kind of has like a same type of resemblance. I would say.
Without
Yeah.
The plots.
Like in the opening scene, it happens like apparently whenever like when the store is closed and no one's around anymore.
All the
Okay.
humans leave.
Yeah.
At night, the store comes to life. Literally, all these icons of these food brands have this own little world that they exist in.
Mhm.
Unlike Sausage Party, where the world takes place inside the store, they kind of enter this weird,
fucked up.
Dimension.
yeah, weird
kind of
city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really in the store. Actually, this is my first time thinking about it. Where the fuck do they go?
No, they don't go anywhere. Like if you watch,
it just kind of exists.
it just exists. Yeah,
Exists.
like
That
the
sounds
lights,
creepy,
the
though.
lights go out in the
And then
in
they
the
come
store.
back on, and the city's just there.
Yeah,
Oh, what the?
but the main plot, they live in this world, and then a generic, like literally generic brand. It's called Brand X. They come in, literally looking like Nazis, start taking over like Nazis.
Which is
Yeah.
one of the creepiest parts. The guy, like, who, spoiler, is like a robot created. Wait, so the robot enters the city though.
What robot?
What?
The guy from Brand X, the guy who's like, oh, I'm gonna put my
Oh,
brand.
yeah.
But it's also disguised as like another character, right?
No, he's a human, like, in the real world, but somehow enters the city because his face opens up and it ends up being the Nazi girl. And that's when
Yeah, I remember.
Hilary Duff's character from The Raisin fights her.
Yeah,
And then she hits her so hard that she becomes
Ugly.
Fat bitch.
a ugly lady.
that wanted to fuck Dex dog.
Yeah. But she's also a Nazi.
I think we're getting ahead of ourselves.
There's a
No, I don't
really
think we're getting
racist Jewish joke in the movie.
Oh yeah,
No,
there's
literally an entirely racist Jew character.
Yeah,
okay, that's
like
true.
a Jew character.
So not only this movie has fucking layers. I fucking
Man,
tell you.
it is. You can break
And
it
you don't
apart.
think it's tier 1 material.
I'm just saying. I'm wrong sometimes.
You're wrong.
Like
No,
I
you're
said,
definitely wrong.
fucking Holocaust here. Like,
So,
their symbol literally looks like the fucking
No,
swastika.
they take the bird symbol, like
Yeah.
the exact symbol.
Change out the swastika for an X.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goddamn.
Nope.
Is this movie good?
We're gonna really get into
And
it.
all of, like the leaders have like just Nazi uniforms, really.
Yeah, they even do the march. Like they
Oh,
really
shit,
do the
yeah,
march.
they go
Yeah.
throughout the city.
They for some reason there's even like planes that are like taking off from back of the.
Oh god. No,
So
God.
one of the best parts of like experiencing this was like seeing it start and then the Nazi stuff slowly get
Progress
introduced
into
It
it.
is
until we
subtle.
were all looking at each other and it's like, is this the fucking Holocaust?
Yeah, it was really subtle to the point
Yeah.
that it was like, no.
It seeped in so slow, but like when we're all looking at each
The
other,
second
like
you notice it, it hits you like a fucking train.
Yeah, I'm like,
like a
what's
ton of fucking
happening?
bricks, dude. Like, God, this movie is so good.
There's some fucking real sexual innuendos.
Oh
right
yeah,
now
there
in
was a
the
lot of
movie.
that too.
Yeah, there's weird sexual tension between characters.
There's like the
The
chipmunk
gay
guy.
no the gay vampire chocolate thing.
What
Oh, yeah.
part was that?
The gay vampire. Remember, he's trying to hook up with the chipmunk.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
He's
yeah.
like gay and he's like trying to fuck him. He's trying to
Didn't he
seduce
say
him.
like you suck my dick for
No,
information?
I don't think he.
Okay,
I
that
don't
was a
think he
dream.
said that.
Okay, my bad.
But no. So there's like a character who's like a chipmunk who's chocolate, and he meets this vampire person. He's like, oh, I've always wanted to taste chocolate. He's like, why don't we mix it up and get our brands together or some shit like
There
that.
you go.
Yeah,
And
sexual
he's-
innuendo. There.
Yeah, he's dressed like really like provocatively, like an old type of like
Didn't he have a trench coat?
No, I don't think so.
no he didn't
I
have
think
a
you're thinking of a
I
dog.
think-
He's very
Style.
promiscuous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, let's go into the really fucked up Jew character though. Like
Oh, yeah.
this character, he's small
literally,
body, big head, and
No,
a-
his head is literally like a nose. That's all it is like a big fucking
it was
nose.
just a big nose, and he talks like this.
Yeah, he talks. He's like,
Houston.
and he's very like scared. Like he's like
oh no,
constantly worrying.
Ransax is coming to kill me.
no, and then the line that they crossed, they basically just said fuck it. Was at the very end when like Dex dog saves the day and then he gets married.
Oh, they
to
get
the
married.
chick.
Yeah, and they do the
Yeah, he-
Mazel Tov thing, and he's like,
Dex is Jewish?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or no, he doesn't even say it. He says Dex is a Jew.
Oh yeah, he says.
Oh my god!
I'm pretty sure if I remember
And
right.
it has nothing to do with the film at all.
And I think it literally ends with Dex is a Jew,
And then the
just
credits run.
credits.
Yeah, man, there's so much weird shit about the movie. And the weird thing is like the lore behind it as well. It like oh, man.
disappeared.
Yeah, the movie was made, disappeared, and it had all these like big names, like we said.
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
the price, the price doesn't match up with like the way the visuals at all.
It
Well,
was
because I think that's why they remade it, because they were like, we spent $60 million making this movie,
Yeah.
and then they
There
just
was also
remade
like
the movie
some
from scratch. I
video game for it, or like the the merchandising that came with it. There was like a children's book that had like buttons you push and there'd be like
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
no, yeah, there's a lot of weird shit with it as well.
Okay.
And not only like is there DVDs, but there's also VHSs for it. Because originally it was supposed to come out in like 2006 or some shit. But then it came out like
a thing is,
no, but so it was supposed to come out like way earlier. And I want to say there was like a 10-year gap between when it was supposed to be made and then when it came out.
Okay. Yeah, I know there was like a huge interval of time
Yeah.
where I just sat in the back shelf like somebody's vault and be like, I gotta pay my mortgage.
We haven't looked into it. I remember when we did like originally watch it, we dived in and we were like, all this crazy shit about it and whatnot.
Watch out for a Trip Dip episode for Food Fight coming probably soon.
Yeah. I doubt it.
Alright, never mind.
But yeah, Food Fight is crazy. It's just
and
big
you can
roller
find it on
coaster
YouTube
ride.
still, I
You can
think.
find it on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
Last time I checked,
I
you could
remember
find it on
when we
YouTube.
watched it, like we were so uncomfortable with the whole Nazi thing.
Yeah.
Because it basically kind of conditions this thing like for children.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a weird Nazi Holocaust movie for kids.
I remember after we watched it, I was afraid that the movie was going to
Manifest itself somehow.
Yeah, and I just felt uncomfortable having it, so I gave it to a friend.
Yeah,
and
it made us feel so like just icky,
yeah,
Icky,
scummy.
yeah, real scummy. Yeah, exactly.
Well, apparently, so I did find it on YouTube, the whole movie. But the funniest part is it's literally a fucking upload from that website that used to exist, Kiss Cartoon.
Oh, really?
So it was up on that fucking website.
What's Kiss Cartoon?
Kiss Cartoon's a website where they have cartoons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like literally almost every cartoon.
Oh.
I mean, it's shut down, unfortunately.
But they had Food Fight?
Apparently.
There's like some
fucked up.
off-brand like version of it now. It used to be like kisscartoons.com, but now it's like
or .net.
edu or some shit.
Oh, ED.
.gov.
I found it off of like a branch portal or whatever from Kiss Anime.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember you telling me from Pornhub or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Where you were jacking
Yeah, I was
off.
on UJIS and then just portal is like,
What the hell's
Yeah,
UJIS?
for all you 90s kids, you just smash the
Yeah.
like.
this is your new favorite porn site, Nick.
Anyways,
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
I'm telling you, like instead of put 2, just put jizz, and then it's literally a fucking YouTube, a porn version of YouTube. I'm not
What?
kidding. I could fucking pull it up for you.
welcome to the Porncast.
Porncast. We
This
can watch.
after midnight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah.
It's an 18-minute sneak preview.
Oh, that's a whole nother story. First time we watched porn.
Anyways, Food Fight is a really good movie. I highly recommend it for everyone. It's not only is it a movie, but it's an
It's
experience.
something that you need to, like you said, experience in your life. Because
It's best if you don't listen and just watch it, because the whole fun of it is
don't
like
let us scare you off.
the whole fun of it is realizing it's a Nazi movie.
Yeah. So
I remember we showed it to quite a bit of people actually.
we showed it to Audrey. We showed it to
Josh.
We showed
Well,
it
man, I
to...
watched it with you guys. So.
Yeah.
We showed it to Josh.
We showed it to Josh. We
Showed it
showed
to Audrey.
I tried showing Eric, Cameron, and Marion, and they
they
don't have the stamina we do. They gave up
Okay.
halfway through.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah. Smart
It's a good movie, and it was good.
Is that it for Trip Dip?
That's it for Trip Dip.
That's
And
it for
that's
Trip Dip. That's what
about
we're
as
gonna
much
see.
as it can get, really.
And now our next episode is going to be
Porn.
oh yeah, no, it's going to be Hotline Miami Connection.
Oh yeah.
Hard
Ride
ticket to
ticket.
Hawaii.
That's what I said.
Yeah, hard tickets.
Close enough, I guess.
Hard Ticket to Hawaii. That's going to be our next one.
Yeah, the next probably podcast we're gonna talk about our review and our thoughts on Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
Mhm.
So everyone who's listening, get ready for that.
Yeah. That's going to be a thing. So this is our grand comeback. The Trip Dip is back. After
gonna do
a
go back
long
to
time
work.
abuse. Yeah. Like
So everyone, thanks for clocking in and tuning out with the night crew. We'd like to thank our special guest, Josh. Give a big round of applause.
Piss himself again.
Yeah,
Shut up.
fucking dummy.
Anyways, the first time I watched porno was when I was.
All right, everybody,
5
thanks
years
for
old.
thanks for tuning in.
So like I said,
And
this
checking it
I'm
out.
telling you,
Yeah,
it even has the same.
We're gonna
YouTube
see you
logo
next
and
week,
everything.
everybody.
Go there.
Goodbye.